Good morning, my dear student. Welcome back. In the previous lecture, we saw about hunters gatherers, how they started living in small groups, tribes, okay? How they started farming, herding. Slowly, changes occurred. First, they was living in small group. Now, they started to live in big groups in big cities. So many changes took place in the life of the people, but it happens slowly and gradually. So, our next chapter is in the earliest city. I am your history teacher, Miss Meenakshi Prabhakar. Okay, let's move to our chapter. So, in this chapter, we are going to learn the story of Harappa's discovery, what was special about the cities, life in the cities, new craft in the city, food and raw material. A closer look. In closer look, you will see Harappa towns in Gujarat, in Lothal. Mystery or the decline of this civilization, and elsewhere we will see the great pyramids. So some important topics are there: life in the city, okay, city of Gujarat, Lothal, pyramids. So we'll start the story of Harappa. The story of Harappa, first found 150 years ago by engineers when railway lines were being laid down in Punjab, modern day Pakistan. They took bricks from the old buildings of Harappa. About 80 years ago, archaeologists found the site and found it be one of the oldest sites of Indian subcontinent. All other sites were similar buildings were found were termed as Harappan developed about 4700 years ago. Indus Valley coined by John Marshall. So some story start here. First discovery means the first discovery of the railway, okay, invention of railway trains. So we are talking about 150 years ago. As you know that at that time British were ruling over India. So when the railway lines were first laid down in Punjab, so this was the good invention for transportation system. That time to run railway at many places tracks been laid down. So at that time of construction, engineer found old stones, buildings, houses, bricks. So when the engineers saw that bricks, they thought it was very good quality and they can reuse it for their work. So they took bricks from the old buildings of Harappa. Okay. So here one new word came, that is archaeologist. Okay. Archaeologist means who study the archaeology, an expert of archaeology. And archaeology means the study of historic or prehistoric peoples, about their cultures, about their traditions, etc. Okay, so archaeologists found this site. When they do research on that, they came to know that it was one of the oldest sites of Indian subcontinent. Okay, it was the oldest sites of Indian subcontinent, and that the name is Harappan civilization. Okay, Indus Valley coined means Indus Valley name given by John Marshall. John Marshall was an British officer. So he has given the name Indus Valley civilization. So the Harappan civilization or the Indus Valley civilization This was the starting of the India's ancient civilization. Okay, this was the starting of India's ancient civilization, and many other sites were there at that time in the world also. Means this is not only the one site which you found in the India. There were many sites around the world also. Okay, so there some important places they have given to you. Okay, in different parts of the world. So in our Indian continent, it was the Harappan civilization, or you can other name, that is Indus Valley civilization. Indus Valley civilization name was given by John Marshall. After many excavation, archaeologists found many old buildings, stone houses, which was nearly about 4,700 years ago. Means these buildings were nearly about 4,700 years ago. So we can say that it was the part of the same kingdom. Means this belonged to the same kingdom because all the buildings are of the same structure. So all these places together term as Indus Valley civilization or Harappan civilization, and it was nearly 4,700 years ago. Means it was nearly 5,000 years ago. So we can say the era about 3,000 BC. So now let we see the area of Indus Valley civilization. Means how much area was under the Indus Valley civilization. Now here I want to tell you that this part, this thing is not given in your textbook. So for your extra knowledge, I am giving you, I am explaining you in short, so you can get a rough idea about it, and you can know that how big area was under the Indus Valley civilization, how the civilization was expanded, how big was the area. So the area of Indus Valley civilization, the northernmost side, that is Rupar, Punjab, southernmost side Gujarat, easternmost side Alamgirpur, Hindan, UP, westernmost side Makran coast, Pakistan Iran border. Okay, so here you see that the northernmost part was in Punjab and the southernmost part was in Gujarat. So from Punjab to Gujarat it was expanded. Okay, and from the easternmost part was in Alamgirpur, where it is in Hindan in UP. Now Hindan in UP, Hindan is one river in UP, and near that Hindan you have the city of Ghaziabad. Near the Hindan river, Ghaziabad is situated, and it is in UP. It is the easternmost part in UP, and the westernmost part was in Makran coast, and it is in Pakistan Iran border. So from eastern part to western part, how much it was expanded. Okay, from eastern, from Ghaziabad to it is that is the Makran coast near Pakistan Iran border. So this was the area under the Indus Valley civilization. So now you can imagine that how big was this civilization, how big was this civilization, how big area was under this civilization. Okay, its main site, its main sites were the Harappa was in Punjab, Lothal, that is in Gujarat. Okay, Mohenjo-daro in Sindh, now Sindh is in Punjab. Sorry, now Sindh is in Pakistan. Kalibangan in Rajasthan, and Dholavira in Gujarat. Okay, important sites are Harappa, that is in Punjab, Lothal, that is in Gujarat, Mohenjo-daro in Sindh, now in Pakistan, Kalibangan in Rajasthan, and Dholavira in Gujarat. So these are some important sites. Okay, and one other site is there, a civilization is there, that is Sumerians. What is the Sumerian civilization? Okay, Sumerian civilization was in Middle East, means Asia's middle portion. Okay, there were many civilization at that time. So near about India, we are having the Sumerian civilization, and it was started as the name given the Sumerian, and mostly the timing of the Indus Valley civilization and Sumerian civilization was the same, near about same. The Sumerian people calling the Indus Valley people as Mehula. Okay, the people were calling us Mehula. Now the next is what was special about these cities. Okay, why the city is special, what was the important thing. So the city was divided into two parts. Okay, one the eastern part and the other is the western part. So eastern part is larger and lower, means eastern part was in size was large, but it is at the lowland and people live here. And western part is smaller but it is on the higher land and it is called the citadel. Okay, citadel was fortified structure. Fortified means where the forts were built, where the kile, forts means kila. So where the forts were structured, the forts were built, designed to give, means forts were mostly built or designed to give us protection during battle. So you know many kings have big forts. Okay, so forts mostly built for the protection during the battle. And in forts you have big many places like public buildings are there, granaries means there you can store the grains. Okay, temples are there and workshops are there. Okay, so this is the city which is divided into two parts. So the lower part, which you can see, the eastern part is big, where people live. Okay, and in the lowland, and the western part it is having the small area. It is mostly fortified, means around that you can see the walls. Okay, and it is having the fortified structure. Okay, it is called the citadel. It is on the highland. It is also having the temples, granaries and workshop built. So you can see student that the places where the nearly about, we are talking about 5000 years ago. But how it was built, how was it well planned. Okay, and it was built very well planned and taking in mind the needs of the people also, means at the time of battle they have the workshops also there, they have the granaries also there, so the people can use at the time of battle. Okay, now baked bricks were well made and laid out in the interlocking patterns, giving strength to walls. Okay, so you're talking about baked brick. See, the buildings are there. So we found that the buildings having the baked brick. Okay, baked brick were well made and laid out interlocking patterns, giving strength to the wall. So these type of bricks we have found, and these bricks we found near about 150 years ago. And after 150 means nearly about 80 years ago, when we are reconstructing the railway lines, that time we reuse these bricks for construction of the railway track. Okay, so these bricks are nearly 5000 years ago and still we have used it, means we have reused it. And it was made in the interlocking pattern, means whatever the forts were made, it was designed, means see how they have bricks, they have the interlock pattern so that the walls were strong. Okay, at the time of battle the walls were strong. See, have you seen the any fort, so you have seen that forts were very strong. Okay, now we are talking about the great bath. The great bath was lined with bricks coated with plaster and made watertight with a layer. So we are talking about the great bath, which is important site in Mohenjo-daro. Okay, which is the important site in Mohenjo-daro, and Mohenjo-daro having the great bath. The great bath was lined with bricks. It is made of bricks. I showed you the bricks coated with plaster. Means it was coated with plaster, made watertight. Watertight means there is no place where water leakage is there, with a layer of natural tar. Natural tar means natural tar is a substance which is water repellent. Okay, natural tar, you can see this natural tar. Okay, so that time 5000 years ago people were using these scientific things like natural tar. People perhaps took a dip on the special occasion, water was probably brought. So this is the great bath, means you can have the small swimming pool, and it was in a square or rectangular shape. Around that you having the room to change the clothes, they are having the steps also to go. So on special occasion people were taking deep, means people were bathing here. And it was layered with lime, natural tar was used. Okay, so this is the great bath of Mohenjo-daro. The specialty is that It took people took a deep on special occasion. Means in this great bath, normal people were not taking the deep. Only the king, princess, prince were taking. The priest was taking the bath on special occasion. So they bringing the water from brought from well and drain after use. They having the water. See this type of the great bath. So they are bringing the water from nearby wells, and after using that water, they were draining out through the drains. Okay, so this is the great bath of Mohenjo-daro. Rainwater, sorry, huh. Other cities like Kalibangan and Lothal had fire altars which sacrifices may have been performed. Storehouses also found in many sites. Rainwater harvesting system in cities, extra dam used for flood control. So now this is very important. Now you have seen the Great Bath, okay? How it was made, what things was used, how the water was drained out, how from where the water was in. So now we are talking about Lothal and Kalibangan. Okay, so we have read that they are having fire altars. So this is fire altar. So where ritual ceremonies were taken, and also many sacrifices were done. Means that time the sacrifices means killing the animal or killing the people for performing the ritual. They were doing the sacrifices. It was in Kalibangan and Lothal. So the two places names were given. They also having rainwater harvesting. Means that time people thought that the rainwater should not be waste, so they are storing the rainwater in this type. Okay, and more important, they have made extra dams. See, you can see the points. Other cities like Kalibangan and Lothal had fire altars where sacrifice may have been performed. Storehouses also found in many sites. Rainwater harvesting system in cities. Extra dam used for flood control. So extra dam. Why they have made extra dams? Okay. Why they have made extra dam? Now you know that they are having the fire altars. They are having the sacrifices. They are just storing the rainwater. But why they are having extra dam? So see the Indus Valley civilization was situated near about five rivers were there. Means that sites, the city was surrounded by five rivers. River Indus, that is an even name given on this Indus river. Then the Jhelum, then the Chenab, Ravi and Satluj. So five rivers were there near this site. So there will be possibility of flood. So from the protection from the flood, they made extra dams to protect from the flood. Okay, five rivers were there. So from that protection from that national disaster, they have made extra dams from to protect from the floods. Now, how were the houses, drains, and street? Means, if what was the type of houses they were living, what type, which type of drains, which type of street. Means, we are talking about 5,000 years ago. So, how was the construction? Houses one or two stories high. Means they were one or two story buildings with rooms built around the courtyard. Means courtyard, veranda. Okay, courtyard means veranda. So the veranda courtyard is in the center, and around that they having the rooms. Okay, the courtyard in the center, and around that they having the separate room. They having the separate bathing area. They having their bathing area means they having their separate bathroom and toilets also. Means near about 5,000 years ago they are using toilets also, bathroom also, with wells providing water. Means each house having well. Means in each every house they are having the wells which provide water to them. City had covered with drains. Covered drains means city people having the drains which is was covered and with slope so that water could flow easily. Inspection holes provided at interval for easy cleaning. Clearly houses, drains and street were properly planned. So see these types of houses were there. The courtyard was there, and that around that courtyard we having the rooms. Okay, see there was the special bathing area. Okay, toilets, water wells, from means well, from the water they are bringing. Then these are the drains which having the sloping slopes so that water can easily flow. Okay. Now life in the city. The life of the people was busy, means they having their life busy, means they having every each person having different type of work. They were doing any type of work. It is likely that rulers sent people to distant land to get valuable object, means the ruling rulers, they were sending people to get valuable object from different places. Scribe are the people who can read and write and who help to prepare the seals. The scribes are the people who could write, help to prepare the seals. Craftsmen making all kind of things, terracotta toys have been found. So scribe help to prepare the seals. This is the one type of seal. So scribe help in preparing the seal. These are some ornament, craftsmen were making this type of ornament, and these are some terracotta toys. Terracotta toys which is made by wood. So small children was playing with these toys. Okay. So this was the life in the city. New craft in the city. Tools, weapons, ornaments and vessel made of stone and shell and metals, including copper, bronze, gold and silver. So that time many tools, weapons were made. Okay, ornaments were made. Okay, vessel made of shell, copper and bronze. So mostly copper. This is copper and this is bronze. So mostly the tools and weapons were mostly made up of copper and bronze, because copper and bronze is a very strong metal. So they were using copper and bronze for making tools and weapons. And gold and silver. Now gold and silver, you know that gold and silver. Gold and silver, this is very precious metal and it is very soft metal. So mostly the ornaments, the vessel the vessel ornaments, jewelry were mostly made with gold and silver. Beads made of carnelian red. Carnelian means beads were the small beads were made of carnelian. Carnelian means a red stone. Weights made of chert. Chert is a kind of a stone. Chert is a kind of stone. Weights means the measuring weights. Okay. Pots with beautiful design. Pots. Okay. Earthen pots were made with beautiful designs. Embroidered clothes made by spindle whorls made of terracotta and faience. So these are the ornaments made by carnelian. Carnelian, I already told you, that is the red stone. Okay, so beads, ornament, this type of jewelry were mostly made by red stone. Okay, and these are the weights. Okay, now we have seen the modern weights, electronic weight. Okay, so that time they are using the weights, and the weights made up of a stone, and special stone, a special kind of stone. That name of the stone is chert, chert, and it is was used when you are purchasing something to measure it properly, correctly. So they were using this type of weights. Okay, they were also using pots, earthen pots, different type, varieties of type, and having different type of designs on that for storing the grains, for cooking the food. So they were started using the pots, earthen pots. Okay, see how beautiful they were, having the design on that pot, and they were using their time of paintings or pictures. That time what they were using, they were doing that thing on that pots. They were using embroidered cloth, already I told. So invention of cotton was there. They just find the cotton, and from that cotton they tried to spin a thread. This type of thread they start, and With that spindle wheels, they started to make a cloth, embroidered cloth. Okay, early men were using animal skin, then they started using leaves. So slowly and gradually, they started covering their bodies, and now they started the using of cotton to make thread, and from that thread, they started to make a cloth, and that cloth was the embroidered one. Okay, so these are some important points from this chapter. Okay, craftsmen. Okay, new crafts in the city. You have seen the tools, beads, weights, pots, cloth. Okay, so these are the some important points from this chapter. Remaining points we will see further. The now remaining points are that the closer look at the Harappa towns in Gujarat, in Lothal, and the decline of the Indus Valley civilization. And elsewhere they have the Great Pyramid. So the remaining points we will see in the next lecture. Till then, take care of yourself, stay home, and watch the video properly. And if you have any doubts or any queries, you can ask me. Okay, till then, take care, goodbye, and thank you.